What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So today I do get the Prime 1 Alien Warrior and Closed-Mouth Predator bust, but they're going to be later in the afternoon, so you'll see those videos in the next few days. However, Infinity Studios has finally revealed their newest silicone bust, the Zack Snyder Justice League Superman black suit version. So it has a bunch of info on the bust. So this one, his arms are slightly stretched, fists clenched, almost like Dragon Ball Z pose. Face of an angry superhero. This time, Superman's suit is made of a silicone synthetic material, strictly based on the styling of the film. It's interesting. As you saw, my buddies just gave his opinion. Let's see. Does it say how much it cost? Yeah, look what he says. Looks nothing like him. Their first one is better. So the ES is 600. Let's see. The prosthetic eye for the statue uses a specially designed structure, and when lit up, the effect is turned on. Superman's eye will display golden pupils and red irises, which is more in line with the special effects in the movie. Additionally, the prosthetic eye has a good visual both when the lights are turned on and off. The base is inspired by the Kryptonian spaceship. The prominent Superman S logo is attached to the front and back. Is the shield-shaped Justice League logo. The lights on the base can change color and add more charm to the entire bust. So let's check it out. Alright, so here's an initial photo with the light up. The light up obviously looks very cool. However, you guys know me, light ups are irrelevant because you don't use it that often because it's going to go out. When it goes out, it devalues your item. So light up is really just something you use when you first get it and you might have friends over. Outside of that, like, I haven't used any of my DBZ light ups in years. There's just no point because it's going to burn out. It's not like I could leave it on every day. So here's the initial bust. My friend said it looks nothing like him. Granted, this is an angry face, which of course the likeness is going to be harder to capture in my opinion. You know, there is the non-lit up. Like that angle, I don't see Henry Cavill. I think some angles I do. I mean, it does have his wide jaw. I think the nose is almost there, but it's a little off. In that particular photo, though, I don't really see Henry Cavill. I'll be honest. I think the likeness is definitely off. The hair looks pretty good. I mean, granted, it's more like wind blown in the face. It doesn't look as, fine as like my current Superman. So this is the full suit version where, mine is like the transformation from Clark Kent. I think that angle's a little bit better and looks more like Henry Cavill. That one, not as much. There is the full-fledged bust. So you get that base. I do like the base. I think it's pretty cool. The pose, I mean, it's a Dragon Ball Z styled pose, arms out, literally like KD's new Gohan, which we'll also check out, by the way, because he just revealed the prototype. Now, the pose is cool. However, it does present a display problem, making this bust 36 inches wide. I mean, I think my Batman's actually 36 inches wide, so it's just hard to display these super wide busts. They just take up a lot of space. Now, the current Superman bust actually, I think, is 33 inches, so it's not much wider. However, it is wider for sure. I think overall the bust does look really good, but I do think the likeness is one on the weaker point. I will say at this angle, I do see the likeness. It's weird, like, it really depends on the angle. Now, this is the light up. So you get a light up on the base, which it looks like there's blue, yellow, and then obviously the red in the eyes. So I'm sure in person, if you saw the light up, you'd think like, wow, that's so cool. But you got to consider that is not how it's going to look 99.9% of the time. I mean, eyes lit off, it looks great. Looks, just like glass eyes. That angle, the likeness is definitely way off in my opinion. It's like, I don't see any Henry Cavill at that angle. I do love the base. I think it's done exquisitely well. This kind of reminds me of the Queen bust in many ways. Although the Queen bust did like the baby, the little silicone baby. This also has the Superman S, like, ship thing, which I have a little prop replica next to my bust anyways. So here's the size next to a human. So yeah, it's a big boy. It's a big boy. Queen's was tall but not wide. It obviously lacked arms. The likeness on Queen's was also not super perfect in my opinion. Let's actually just look at that real quick for comparison. There is the Queen's. Yeah, it's like Queen's does look a little bit more underwhelming once you see it. You look how little the body is, and it's just a massive base. In comparison to the Infinity one. Plus, this is priced at basically $4,000. So it's pretty expensive. The likeness I still don't think is perfect, but I think I see a little bit more Henry Cavill. I like the hairstyling on this better. It's like, which one do you guys like better? Boom versus Boom. I think overall, if I had to pick one, I'd choose Infinity. This just lacks so much. You know what I mean? Like it's missing so much body. It's like barely a bust. I do like the idea of their base, but it's, and this is 73 centimeters tall, and this one's 88. So, taller, wider, bigger base. I would say the bases are probably about equal in my mind, because I don't really care for that little baby. The bases are both pretty cool, and they both are honestly off on the likeness factor. Queen's has like a weird look to it as well, where it's like, huh? But I do like the costume look, like the costume, much better on Infinity's. This one looks kind of bland. And I'm pretty sure this is just sculpted and then a fabric cape, where they said they used silicone or something, silicone prosthetics for the suit. So I'm guessing it's probably similar to the Prime 1 Superman suit, which I actually really like. And they probably did like the, metallic silver underneath for the body frame. So I do think the suit is better. The base is bigger. Obviously it has the arms. It's just a matter of the face, which I would probably put them about slightly equal, because I think they're both off. But if I had to choose, I definitely would go with Infinity overall. I think you're going to get a better bang for your buck. It's limited to 600. What is this ES? Can't even remember, and stupid Facebook won't exit out of the photo. All right, what is the ES on this? 300. So this is a lower ES. It still hasn't sold out as far as I'm aware, but I figure they're probably going to be somewhat similar prices. I think Infinity will be slightly more. I don't know why they don't list the pricing right here. I'm guessing Infinity will be similar to the Bale, which was like 4,200. So for a few $100 more, I would definitely go for Infinity over Queen Studios. I think this will turn out overall just better. Although this is only a black suit, you do not get the standard suit. So if you want a standard suit, then obviously Queen is the one to go for, or you go for my OG one, which I still absolutely love, and I think the likeness is great in person. I think that one has better likeness than both of these. Alrighty, now let's check out Katie's new Gohan. So here it is next to Vegeta and Goku. I do question its scaling next to these two, because it looks like, I feel like it's too big, because Gohan was a tiny little kid in the Cell games, like super small. So I feel like it's too big. I would have to get exact like measurements and whatnot, maybe some references, but Gohan was a very small, like, what was he, like freaking 14 years old, and he's nearly as big as the Goku and Vegeta. Granted, his body's quite a bit smaller, but I don't know, his overall size just feels too big. Like he should be a little bit smaller. Here's the general photos. So again, it's like that Superman where it's the arms out, same exact base as the Goku and Vegeta, which is nice to have matching bases, but it also gets repetitive. Like you want a different base for each character. So there's both pros and cons to having matching bases like that. Has blood. You know, and this bad boy, I think it's priced at like 1,000 plus ship or something like that. I'd even look, because I'm not getting it. It definitely looks like a bust you'll need to display up high. It definitely looks great, no doubt. However, I am not purchasing it. I am not getting any additional busts outside of Goku and Vegeta. Those are the only two I care for. And so, yeah. But Gohan does look good. So, you know, and I believe KD's going like all in on busts, and so I'm sure he's going to make probably like a Piccolo, maybe, you know, Cell Frieza Boo, and maybe a Trunks bust. You know, I would see him doing that. If I had the space and I only collected DBZ, I would definitely buy them all. But obviously I collect like 20 lines, so I can't, I just do not have the space, and I'm not looking to clutter my collection. So pass for me. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think of this Superman and the Gohan. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the probably Alien Warriors, the video I'll upload first, and then Closed Mouth Predator bust, just because we already see lots of videos of that, but only like 1 or 2 of the aliens. So I'll do Alien first, which I'm more excited for anyways. Anyways, later.